It's the main event. I'm your humble host, Stephen McCollum, and you know him as 17-year NFL veteran, 3-time Super Bowl champion for your Dallas Cowboys. And folks, he forgot he can't wear green. Dale Hellestrae's here, everybody.
Look at that. What is this, red, pink?
You're looking ghostly today,
psychedelic?
Senor.
This isn't really green, though, is it?
It's aqua. It's got green in it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I can't wear anything green.
Nothing with that greenish tint to it, yes. Or yellow. Don't wear yellow. Don't wear bright yellow either. Looks good on you. You can see right through you.
Yeah. Well,
That's how in shape you are.
do you
here,
really
you know?
want to see right through me? I don't think that's How are you, Steven? There we go. Yeah.
You made me laugh.
Okay, no laughing today.
You made me laugh.
How was your weekend, Steve?
It was good. Did a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah?
Did some work because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go sweat this out. I'm gonna go sweat this funk I got out. I'm fine. I get stuffy at times, and now the problem is like it gets into my like throat. You know, the more I talk and things like that, and then you got to cough it out. You know what I mean? It's kind of gross.
Yeah, it's very gross.
Yeah, you're welcome. So if I leave in the middle of the show, it's because you're going to hear me hacking up a lung over here. If I got throat lozenges, I feel fine otherwise. It's just like this stuffiness just hit me. So I was like, on Saturday, I was like, I'm going to go sweat it out. So I got up and I went and did things, out. I went and did work things for the investment company. I was like, I'm going to go sweat it out. I think I made it worse.
That whole working stuff is really overrated.
It was easy. I just went and picked stuff up and like delivered it to places and things to that effect. And then yesterday I went and met a kid that works for us occasionally. I went and met him, and he was installing some stuff because if I bend over, it's over. Like all of a sudden, I'm just a mess. So he was working on that. So I just hung out with him, just sweated a little bit, whatever. Actually, I feel good today, but it's still there. It's just that. That's all I did this weekend, Dale. That's it. I watched the Kentucky Derby. Fantastic race from that side. I watched a coaches fight yesterday, which was even better. I got the video on that for you guys. I'm interested in seeing how the IFL handles this.
Well, tell people.
Well, we'll get into it in a minute, right? We'll get into it in a minute. We're talking about the weekend. And then I watched I had the Diamondbacks on, but I also wasn't paying attention because I was like, they're getting swept. It doesn't matter. Why even pay attention to this garbage? Starting pitching is just going to get knocked around and knocked out of this game early and stuff like. I'm just not interested, man. The Diamondbacks have turned into the Phoenix Suns for me, Dale.
Uh-oh.
Where it's just like, all right, it's on, great. I'll pay attention to it. I'll have it on in the background, but I'm not investing 3 hours of my day with the team. That just they don't care. So why should we?
Huh.
And they're doing their July slump thing in May, end of April, beginning of May, and that's not good. We'll talk about that coming up as well, of course, and things to that effect. But Dale, how was your weekend?
You know what?
You obviously got transparent this weekend, translucent.
Actually, played golf Friday and Saturday.
Oh yeah, how'd you play on Friday? Because you left me early.
Yeah.
You left though, and my voice went to crap. Like I couldn't breathe. Like it was hurting.
Well, I apologize.
I know, because you left me just stranded.
I try to carry as much as I can, Stephen. But
I know. But yeah, last week you let me down.
I
all
had
week.
To. I needed a little break from you. You need a little break from me. You told me to leave, actually.
Yeah, I know. I regret it now.
So it's a couple days of golf. Actually jumped in the pool yesterday.
I saw the picture. Wasn't that cold?
It was very cold.
Yeah.
But the grandkids, they don't know cold water.
They don't. They can get in, and it's like doesn't faze them at all.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I used to be in pools by now.
Yes.
And now I go out back, and my dog will get in the pool and like do a lap, and she'll get out and shake, and I'm like, it's cold.
They said, Papa, we need to see a cannonball. So
did you do one?
I do jackknives now because I can't reach both knees.
Can't get them both up.
No.
Jackknives get bigger splashes anyway.
I think they do, especially when you got 280 pounds.
I'm asking this because your daughter and Scotty do all right for themselves.
Yeah.
Do they have a waterfall on their pool or anything, or is it just a straight pool?
It's a pool and jacuzzi.
Okay, because like on my pool, I have one of those waterfalls with a waterfall comes on and
yeah.
So that's fun. The kids were little. I used to jump off of that and just splash the crap out of everybody.
They do have their living room window right there, so they don't get super excited when I start doing cannonballs.
Let's close the window.
No, I mean, it's closed, but now it's all spotted.
You guys stop having fun on spotted windows. The cleaners are going to be mad this week. I'm just giving them a hard time. But.
So did that.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Had a little neighborhood get together Friday night. We were up. Brooke and I were up to like 11:30, which crazy.
Wow,
for us
look at
two
you
old
two.
people.
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's older though, right?
Yeah. It was late for all of us. We were just playing cards and hanging out, had dinner, and
it took a while to get the walkers out of the house.
They actually live 4 houses to the east of us, and I drive because it's uphill.
I would say that's the uphill because your house, your street slants.
Yes.
I remember that because wherever I parked for Brooke's party,
yeah,
I was like downhill. I was like, "Oh, this is a nice little." And then leaving, I was all, "It's not that big of a slope." But no. I'm just out of shape, folks.
Yeah, and so am I. So they always give me a hard time because I drive.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I drive, but no, I did that.
Did anybody ruin the grass? Anybody's grass over there? Anything like that?
No, because there's only 6 of us, so we can sit around the dining room table. We had to put them out in the yard, get their yard aerated.
The Grand Canyon happened there. Yeah.
Yeah. So did that. Watched a little golf.
You watched the blowout golf tournament?
I did. Not nearly all of it. I mean, I probably watched 45 minutes each day.
That was terrible. Crowds were awful. The golf was awful. I mean, just blowout city. And
I did watch a little baseball. I didn't realize that the NL West sucks so bad.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I know the Diamondbacks are struggling, but the entirety of the division is
Well, the Dodgers and Padres run yesterday to break that streak, but as of Saturday, holy heck, man.
I think the division they said was on a 17-game losing streak.
It's something like that. I've got the stats here. We'll hit it up when we talk baseball because I can pull it up then. Yeah, after Saturday, man, it was like the whole division looked like they never played baseball.
They were all on at least 3-game losing streaks.
Oh, yeah. The Giants are hired a college coach straight out of college.
Yeah.
That is not working out. But also at the same time, we have a 10-year Major League Baseball manager that's not working out too. So hire a new guy, hire an old guy, and keep an old guy around for 10 years. Doesn't matter. It's still not going to be good.
If you don't got starting pitching, Steve, you got to get it to my bullpen.
We're going to talk about that later, though. I am baffled on what has happened to this team in less than a week. And like you always say, if it's one guy, like when you talk about alignment, if it's one guy, it's that guy. If it's the whole offensive line, okay, that's coaching or something else going on. And I feel that way about starting pitching. When one guy falls apart, it happens. When everybody falls apart, there's something systematic going on in there. Because it's just bad right now. It is ridiculous. We'll talk about that coming up as well. But first now, welcome to everybody that's watching us, of course, at TME Media AZ, folks. Don't forget, like and subscribe to that YouTube page out there. We see you guys right there. Annie says, tipping pitches? You're talking about the Diamondbacks. No, they've lost velocity. They're throwing balls straight down the middle, and guys are launching them out of there. It could just be as simple as, I'll put it this way, it could be as simple as, like the other team does a lot of scouting, things to that effect. It could just be that Major League Baseball has figured out the Diamondbacks starting pitching and what they throw when and stuff to that effect. But whether it's something as simple, and that's not cheating, that's just watching film and, hey, in this situation they throw fastballs, in this situation they throw off speeds, whatever. It could be something like tipping pitches, but is every pitcher tipping their pitches?
Yeah, that's the interesting
that
thing,
would question me there. But my bigger point is why can't the Diamondbacks coaching staff fix it? And it's every pitcher. This is what's alarming. It's not that it's just Merrill Kelly. Every starting pitcher for the last week and a half has struggled. That's alarming. We'll talk about that coming up as well. But TME Media AZ, folks, text us 623-252-6670 on our text line. Hit us up, of course, at TME Sports Show on X for those of you that like to hit us up there as well, or, the chat section there at YouTube as well and everything. But, Dale, so good. You had a good weekend.
Had a good weekend.
After your
pretty
week
laid
off,
back.
your relaxation week?
I wouldn't call it relaxation. Actually, golfed more last week than I have. We were talking about yesterday.
You usually don't golf that much.
No, that's a lot of golf for an old body. And a lot of staying up late because obviously we were crazy in Palm Springs, but we were up till midnight.
But your schedule's thrown up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, and then you try and sleep in and like it's 8 o'clock, 7:30. You're like, no, I want to get another hour of sleep. It's like you can't sleep anymore.
No, it just throws you out. Because that's what I was trying to do this weekend with this funk my head's in. That's why I got up and was like, I'm just gonna go in the heat, walk around, deliver stuff. I woke up yesterday sore, Dale. I moved a motor, I moved a pump motor, I moved a filter, I moved a couple other things. I woke up yesterday and was like, oh dear, my body was like, what'd you do to me? Yeah. But I just was like, I need to change something up. Because if I just sit around and get all stuffy, I'm just going to be miserable.
Right.
Seemed to work. I feel good.
Okay. Well, it's better. You're better than you were last time.
Oh, Friday at the end, I ended up leaving the show, 5 minutes early, 10 minutes early? Because I'm talking and I could just feel it in my throat where I'm just like, dude, this thing hurts.
Really?
Yeah. All because you left me, Dale.
Yeah.
But I also talked a lot last week, too, because I was basically by myself. My partner doesn't care.
How were the fights Saturday?
Good. Okay. I was joking around about how I'm going to be up and watch the fights. I missed 2 fights. And they were in the middle of the fight card. Because I fell back asleep. I've been sleeping weird because, I wake up because I can't breathe. So I'll wake up.
Yeah.
And I'll have to go take medicine and, work it out.
Oh, that's right. It was in Australia.
Yeah. So it started at 1 a.m. I saw the first 2 prelim fights, first 3 prelim fights. Wide awake, had it on. Woke up I must have fallen asleep because I woke up at some point and I got like all the main card except for the first main card fight. Second the fights ended, got up and was like, I'm going to get up and go do some stuff, work this out.
Really?
I just happened to wake up. I couldn't breathe and I was up. I fell asleep at some point, missed like 2 or 3 fights, woke up again, watched the rest of it and went home. So isn't that funny? I was joking around. I'm going to be watching this. Had no desire to watch it whatsoever.
Started at 1
and I caught most of it. Yeah, I caught most of it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But no naps this weekend. Just powered through. Slept like a baby last night for the first time probably 4 days or so. Yeah.
Happy for you, Steve. New week, new Steve. How was the money show this morning?
I don't know where I got the funk from, man. It's annoying. It was good. Markets are Oh, the Strait of Hormuz is a mess. Oil prices. So stupid.
I think we don't even get oil from the Strait of Hormuz.
I know, but
how do our gas prices go up? Steve, explain it to me.
It trades on a global market, Dale. That's the only reason. We actually produce more gas than we use, so we export more gas than what we actually bring in.
Yeah.
Our prices should be low, but it's because it trades on a global marketplace. That's why. Stupid. Dumbest thing ever, if I may say so. Just ridiculous.
I understand.
I don't even buy gas. Well, I do for Ethan, but every couple of weeks. But I don't even buy gas, and I'm infuriated on what's happening. I'm a man of the people, folks. I care about your finances as well as mine.
Car was good all weekend. No hiccups.
I forgot to plug it in Friday night, which didn't matter. It was at 60%, which is still like 175 miles.
Right.
So I was able to drive it around on Saturday, do my errands, and do all that stuff, and I worked for about 4 or 5 or 6 hours. I call it work, but I was driving around, picking stuff up, delivering it, stuff like that, and everything. No problem. Plugged it in.
What's the lowest you've ever gotten it down to?
Remember when it wouldn't charge in the public chargers, and I had that situation? I got it down to 3%, which was 12 miles.
Okay.
15 miles, yeah. I've gotten it down to under 10. I've gotten it down to where I'm like turning the AC off in the middle of summer, like at 10 o'clock at night because I don't want to stop and charge it. Like turning the AC off and being like, all right, I'm going to get home with like 4 miles to spare. I've done that before. But that's just laziness. By the way, I would do that with my gas-powered car too. Oh, how many miles to empty? I can make it home and I'll just get gas in the morning. I've done that with my gas-powered car too. So just so you know, people that are going to go, it wouldn't happen to the gas car. No, for me it would. Because I do that with my gas cars too. I hate getting gas, man. It annoys me.
Why?
Because I drove for a living. When in the corporate world, I drove all the time. I had to fill up like every day or every couple days.
But you step out of the car, you put your credit card, you put the thing, you pull the trigger, and you go.
Ridiculous, Dale. Just stupid process.
I understand charging an electric car. You got to sit there for half an hour.
We need full service pumps again where I could just pull up and some dude in a white outfit just, bloop,
man.
There you go, sir. That's what I need. That's what I want. Dale.
We don't even have full service at Safeway. You have to self-check out.
Oh, no. Dale, order your groceries and just pull up to the pickup and they bring it out to you, man. It's the most beautiful thing on the planet, dude. You gotta do that. That's my favorite thing to do.
Steve McCollum.
I don't order it unless if I have to walk into your store. That was the greatest thing COVID ever gave us. The greatest thing COVID ever gave us was curbside pickup. Pull up, go on the app. All I do, Dale, is I pull in and I go, I'm on my way. Drive down there, pull in the spot and go, I'm here, spot 1, bloop, and I sit there. Then the guy brings the cart out behind my car. I roll my window down, or gal, and he goes, some people go, your name? And some people go, Stephen McCollum. And I go, yep. They go, any coupons? I go, nope. And they go, oh, here's your total. And then they go back and they load it up.
Don't look at me.
They press the button. My thing goes down. And I go, thank you. Because they're walking off and I drive home. And then, you know what? Then I have my kids unload the car for me. I don't have to do anything in the process except for drive, Dale.
Wow. Wow.
Most beautiful thing ever. You don't go to the grocery store and walk around.
That's
for poor people.
Yeah.
Make myself laugh.
Yeah.
It costs nothing to do with the way I do it either, folks. It's
yeah, but if they don't have what
I'm
you
just as
want,
poor.
the brand that you want, they just throw whatever.
No,
in there.
you can. I turned substitutions off for that reason. There was a time, like when COVID, like when everybody moved to online pickup like that. There was a time where you'd be like, I want Twinkies, and they'd be like, we're out of Twinkies, so we gave you, Sara Lee zebras, and I'm like, that's not even the same substitution. They're two completely different items.
I want my damn Twinkies.
What are you substituting here? They're not even the same. Like, at least substitute the chocolate Twinkies, which I don't want either. But at least it's the same freaking product, different flavor. You're giving me some other. Here's a roll of bagels for you because we're out of what you wanted. But I wanted cheese, and you're giving me bagels? There was a time that happened a lot, which really annoyed me. So you know what Price told me when I called him about it?
What's that?
Turn your substitutions off.
You're hacking up along.
I'm making myself laugh. Sorry, folks. I'm having too much fun today. I got to stop having fun here.
Oh, my goodness.
Papa Mike says, sit at a charging station for 30 minutes or more for a charge? No way. Okay. How long do you sit at a gas station?
2 minutes.
Nah, it's longer than 2 minutes. Because you pull up, you put the thing in, you do your credit card, then you got to go in and get your 44-ounce soda and your mints, and your chocolate bar and, maybe your cigarettes. You got to tell the guy. Watching people buy cigarettes cracks me up. Because they're like, yeah, I'll have the menthol lights. And the guy's like, these? Like, no, down a couple, over. He's like, these? No, up one. And he's like, up. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's not what I wanted. I want to go down a couple of it. It's so funny watching people, like, buy cigarettes.
What I've always wondered when I hear people doing that, because every once in a while I'll look because I'm behind somebody, I'll look.
Yeah.
Wow, there are a lot of cigarettes out there.
Yeah.
Supposedly different.
Yeah.
I've never smoked a cigarette.
I have no idea.
But how do you figure out which ones you like?
I know, and that's what I mean. And then they're like, "Oh, what about the? Oh no, not those ones. Go a couple more over there." And you're just like, "You not know what you want?"
I mean, do you literally sit down and
Try 'em
buy
all?
50 packs and try each one? Oh, no, this is my favorite. I don't get it. Well, it's the same thing with coffee. You know, you go to
Same,
Starbucks and I want 2 pumps and 1.5 pump.
People that order their drinks like that, I'm literally just like, I refuse. I don't care how good it is. Like I was at Swig this week. I stopped by Swig on Saturday, which, they have a big old menu of crap, or you can just get a soda with something mixed in it. So I look at the menu before I go up there, so I know, like, okay, I want this, blah, blah. So I pull up, and I just go, I'll have a medium riptide, please. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. And then I hear the guy behind me ordering. Oh, my God. 30 minutes later, and I'm just like, really? And then he's, like, asking questions, and I'm just like, really? You're holding up the line?
Is Swig a coffee place?
No, it's a soda place.
Oh.
Where they, like, mix stuff into it and stuff like that.
Huh, okay.
I wanted something Sprite-y, like a Sprite type drink.
Right, without getting Sprite.
No, Sprite's in it. It has a bunch of other stuff in it.
I guess that's just in the highfalutin neighborhoods.
Well,
I haven't seen one.
Highfalutin neighborhood. Papa Mike says, 5 minutes at most at a gas station. How much does a full charge cost you and how long does it take? Depends on what time of day you get it. First of all, I charge at my house 99% of the time. So
it was the first 3 months
because I didn't have the home
it.
charger. Yeah, I didn't have the home charger. So it was like 2 months or a month and a half or so. Well, I was trying to figure out what I want. I made it way too complicated. Then I finally get an electrician come over. He's like, yeah, that's all I need to do. And I was like, oh, we could have done this months ago. So it depends how much I charge it, first of all. And second of all, it depends on when I'm there. If you go during the peak of the day when energy prices are high, it costs more than filling up a tank of gas. Yeah. And it can take up to 35
So that's why
minutes if it's
you
fully
set your
charged.
alarm for 1 a.m. so you can go charge your car.
Remember I was doing that
Yeah.
for the cheap gas? And it was like $15 to fill up in the middle of the night. Middle of the day, it's like $45. But how long it takes, it just depends on. You don't have to fill it all the way up publicly. You can just do enough to get you home.
But I do remember you saying there were people that would be sleeping at the charging station.
I fell asleep a couple times, remember? I'd wake up and be like, oh, the car's been done. Let's probably go. But yeah, no, you'll pull up and there'll be people just flat out laying there just in their seat. It's all weird. Weird watching them do it. Look, Papa Mike, it's a lifestyle. I don't expect you to understand my lifestyle.
Can anybody?
No, it's stupidity. I'm just showing you guys what not to do in life with everything. My tires have been good, Dale. Ever since I got new
They
ones
better
last
after $1,200.
So ridiculous. They'll last me what? I'm not driving as much as I did when I first bought that car. The timing was weird. It was last summer, and I had to drive my daughter 3 times a week across town and all this other stuff. So I really racked up the miles on it. So hopefully these tires last a little bit longer there as well. Robert does say with the Diamondbacks pitching, it's just the law of averages. Their peripherals were not good, and it's showing now, which is what I'm also talking about with Sewald. He's not a prototypical closer, and it's just at some point you're just going to see the wheels come off of him. Now, you hope it doesn't happen, but it's the same type of thing with the starting pitching. Yeah,
Hey, if they can get the ball to Seawald with a lead, look out. Who you kidding?
Robert says, Big Steve out there being a spokesperson for the internal combustion engine.
Seawald, 3.86 ERA.
Yeah. Good for it, right?
Got 2/3 of an inning in yesterday. Keep that arm loose.
They haven't had a save opportunity since last August. Feels like, doesn't it? Ridiculous.
Oh, goodness.
So anyway, well, let's get into it. I'm watching yesterday, and I just tuned in. It's on Yahoo Sports, so it's the free application there for the IFL and everything. The Rattlers are playing the Las Vegas Nighthawks, the defending champion Nighthawks.
By the way, I did see the head coach of the Rattlers. He was taking pictures with a lot of big time folks over the weekend.
In Las Vegas?
Yeah. Having drinks with some highfalutin people. I didn't know who they were, but
Really?
he acted like they were. So it looked like he had a good time up until yesterday.
Yeah. Then the game kicks off.
Yeah.
And I will say this, as we cover the home games, of course, and everything. And he's been on edge this year. In the beginning of this year, he specifically said, a lot of people are trying to get to me in the offseason, so we're coming for you this year. I mean, he's flat out said it. He's been a little bit on edge and stuff to that effect. And I don't know how I can phrase this any differently. I told you last week's home game. Oh, Dale, you weren't here for this. Last week's home game, Kevin Guy did something I don't think I've ever seen him do. Or if he did, it was way back in 2008, 2009 when he first came up.
Okay.
Last week, Kevin Guy was not on the field calling offensive
Oh,
plays.
that's right. I did see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So after the game, he brought it up to him, obviously, and he talked about it. And it's because he wanted to focus on the defense and help the defense out because the Tulsa Oilers had a prolific offense. They threw wrinkles at you, and he wanted to concentrate on the defense. So he let this young kid who comes from a really good coaching tree, I forget his name right now, go out there and call the offensive plays.
His dad's like a legendary coach.
Yeah, legend. Yeah, absolutely. I bet, yeah. And his dad, he said it in the press. His dad called me and asked him if we could, get him on here on the coaching staff so he could learn the tree. So he did. He got an opportunity. Now, the thing is, when you're out there calling the plays, you're still on the headset. So your coach can, so Kevin Guy can talk to him and things to that. He allowed him to call the game. But Dale, last week I said on Monday, that when I noticed why Kevin Guy wasn't out there, I noticed it because I noticed, and I used the term a calmness on the field last week on the offensive side.
Okay.
And that's how I noticed it. I was like, there's something different about this offense right now. Like it was just like a calmness. Like it wasn't just like everything ramped up at the time, And what I meant by that was when Kevin Guy's on the field, he's yelling at the refs, right?
By the way, it's Peyton Riggs.
Oh, thank you. Peyton Riggs. That is right.
And his dad is Coach Riggs, and now I'm forgetting his name. But he's he made the second most wins all time indoor football.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Fantastic coaching family that he's coming from, wants to get into the game and things to that effect. Called a great game from when he called. Coach Guy even said on the winning 2-point conversion last week, he asked him, he goes, what play call do you got? Kevin Guy flat out said, I wasn't in love with that play call. And it ended up working. And they won the game by 1 point, stuff like that. Whether that's true or not, doesn't matter. Coach Guy gave him his love. But I noticed it because when Kevin Guy's on the sideline, he'll be yelling at the referees between plays, and then he's got to get the play into his quarterback and all of this stuff. And the reason I noticed he wasn't out there because I was like it just felt different. I noticed it. And then I was like, oh, that's not Kevin Guy out there. To the point where this kid, Dale, at one point he's calling plays, and he walks in and do it. But then when the play's happening, he's leaning on the sideboards, He's literally like just leaning like this, watching the play develop. He's like, okay. And then he walks out again. Kevin Guy does not do that.
No.
He's signaling before the snap and stuff like that. I'm not saying it's bad that Guy's doing it. I'm just saying it was an obvious difference because there's an edge out there when Kevin Guy's out there. So that was last week. Then this week, we're just sitting there watching this game, and they're down at halftime. They ended up going on and losing. The challenge is coming up.
I wonder if what you're going to explain, has ever happened before.
I've never seen it before. A couple years ago, when they played Massachusetts, some of the players mixed it up and then went into the stands. You've seen coaches argue before.
Yes.
We've seen Buddy Ryan hit his own coaches on an NFL sideline.
Hey, there's no foul for that.
Kevin Galbraith or whatever the guy's name was went and attacked him.
The Chuck and Duck.
But I've never seen two coaches go to the point where they just lose their minds. And what Kevin Guy does, I'll preface it by saying this: what Kevin Guy does here is not acceptable. Not acceptable at all.
Can you explain? Because are we going to see it?
I'm going to show you the actual coaching interaction.
Okay.
But at the other, I'm not going to show you what leads up to. It was a touchdown, a challenge play is what's happening. This is an emotional game. You can tell the Las Vegas coach. I'm just going to say, I don't know if the Las Vegas coach and Kevin Guy get along. I'm going to say they're not. They're not trading Christmas.
Okay.
Because I've seen them interact before and stuff like that. So I don't know. But even the Las Vegas coach is like egging him on. When was the last time you saw another coach, they say their piece or whatever, and then they kind of just leave it and go, all right, let's kill them, guys, whatever. Watch what the Las Vegas coach is doing also during this. So here we go, folks.
Well, hold on. Before you run, explain to the people who haven't seen arena football.
No.
So the coaches, one coach from each team can be on the field during play.
Yes. Yeah. So the offense and defense, and they're behind the play. So basically, defensive, when you're on defense, you call the play into your guy. But on offense, your quarterback comes over to the sideline and you give them the play, and then they run back.
And usually you're on opposite sides of the field, aren't you?
They're on their side and you're on the other side. Las Vegas, the benches are on the same side.
Okay.
But also, you're behind the play. You're never in front of the play. So coaches will get mixed up into a play, like if there's a fumble backwards.
Or an interception.
Running back. You'll see coaches running to get out of the way because the guy's barreling down the sideline and you're standing there with just boards next to you.
Yeah.
So you're trying to so they do get involved in the play, but they're on the backside of it, so unless something like that happens, it happens. So if you don't know arena football, that's all going on, right? It's very close encounters. Las Vegas benches are on the same side. I've been to this arena. I've been to these games before there. So you have a lot of interaction there. Think of it like hockey benches at this point, except there's no wall between them. Like you can just hurl insults back and forth if you want to. There's no glass thing there between the benches that you get in hockey. Here's what happened yesterday in Las Vegas. Coach Guy in Las Vegas. That's the Las Vegas coach there.
That's 100%.
That's Kevin Guy.
It was worth the challenge, though, because you weren't sure. And look, it could have been a turnover on downs there. I like the challenge. Now the coaches are getting into it. Now the teams are. Look, this is a pretty bitter rivalry. But hey, guys,
I'm going to let this play out.
Let's make some business decisions here. There's no reason for this. Whatever happened, let it go.
Listen, you could be salty that it was called a touchdown. I get it, but it was a touchdown. It didn't hit the wall. It did not hit the wall.
Well, Kevin pushed him first.
No, the Las Vegas guy pushed Kevin first.
All right, they're going to
go
sort
back
this
and show
out.
it again.
There is some
look at the Las Vegas
field.
Oh, that's the Las Vegas coach.
Yeah,
I'm so used to seeing Guy in black.
Guys in white. Yeah. And then on the road.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Arizona head coach. His first of the game, and he loses his sideline privileges for the remainder of the game. The penalty will be put in the bank and enforced after the kickoff.
Well, Kevin Guy's not done yet. He's hot.
Look at the Las Vegas coach.
And he's getting
guys, I'm standing in the middle of it. The words I cannot say.
If you know Kevin Guy, you know exactly the words that
are. Oh, yeah. Hey, Buster, hey, what's your address so I can send you a Christmas card?
No, it's it makes me blush, and I am not a prude.
There were still 9 minutes left in the game.
I know. So it happens. They call it a touchdown. He challenges it, etc. Right, and it's a touchdown that happens. So play it again, Kobe, but take the sound down here. Watch this closely, because Kevin Guy went back after him. I think that might be the problem here as well. But so this is a Las Vegas coach.
Okay.
Rattlers guys are signaling touchdown. Kevin Guy's like mocking him a little bit. He pushes him. Kevin Guy responds. I have no problem with that interaction. This is where it gets a little stupid, right? So why is that only on Kevin Guy? The other guy reached out and touched him first.
Well,
look at the benches there. They're literally right next to each other.
It looks like there were words exchanged.
Although there were words exchanged.
And then Kevin put his hands on the Vegas coach first.
The second time.
I thought the first.
No.
Can you run that back again?
Kobe, go back and start it again. Yeah, so because you're right, because usually the Rattlers are back. So that's the Vegas coach.
Okay.
Kevin Guy mocks him and comes over clapping, mocks him because it's a touch. The Rattlers scored a touch.
Oh, okay.
See, he pushes him first. Kevin responds. Then he goes back over at him again, yelling at him, and Kevin's like, F-bombing him, if you don't know what he's saying there, and everything. And there's the young kid right there that's calling the rest of the game because it's there.
And this is a controversial touchdown, I'm thinking?
It wasn't. It was a touchdown, but the question was, did it hit the board, before he caught it and stuff? It was a touchdown. It ended up being the right call. That Rattlers scored a touchdown there, but they're challenging it on the Vegas side. But my problem here is this, and this is why I'm going to be interested to see what the IFL says. Because they only penalized Kevin Guy. See, he's talking to the referee there. Why is nobody, they see Kevin Guy in the background there.
Right.
But why is the ref talking here? See, and the ref's like, oh, I didn't do anything. But you pushed him first. And now look at him. He's talking, get him out of here. Look at what he's saying. Get him out of here. He's talking to Kevin Guy right there.
Right.
So the ref makes his call now.
And that comes with it. He can't be on the field for offense or defense.
Nope. Sideline privilege is completely gone at this point. Now, look at this. He's doing this to Kevin Guy right now. How is this allowed?
And there's an official standing right there.
Yeah, and they're trying to interview him on the field, which I think is the stupidest thing.
Interviewing who?
The guy with the microphone walk. The sideline guy walks up on the microphone and wants to talk to the Vegas coach.
What?
Mocking Kevin Guy right there. Yeah. Yahoo Sports, all the access.
There you go.
So this is going to be fascinating to me for two reasons. One, they only penalized guy, but the Las Vegas guys out of now. I'm fine with the first interaction. I mean, don't touch each other, guys. Like, that should be rule number one.
Right.
But so if they both did it first, okay, fine, done. Then they're jawing at each other. And then Kevin Guy went back after him. But then the other guy's mocking him back like a 2-year-old. You can't have any of that, in my opinion, in the IFL.
It's a bad look.
No, it's terrible. I wish that was a home game so we could ask the questions and get all that stuff there.
That would have been interesting to be able to ask Kevin the question to see how he would respond in that setting.
So fired up. I'd be shocked if they don't even get. I bet you somebody would go, "You're not talking to anybody, coach.
Yeah.
You're not doing it. You're not doing it today. You're already." So we'll have to see what happens here coming up for the Rattlers. But
wow,
he's been on edge in Vegas, reigning champions, of course, and just the edge thing is interesting to me with Kevin Guy because I'm not going to say he's. I'll just say he's pushing envelopes a little bit. He's pushing. He's like right on that edge, Dale, and it's like he's 1 foot off that edge.
Right.
And he's like just going right down there. Now, is this too far? There's no way that now does that mean he gets suspended for a game? Maybe he just gets fined, something to that effect,
Well, the thing is, I've been involved longer than you have in the arena league / indoor football.
Certainly
league.
from a media perspective, absolutely.
And
Before I used to just go as a fan.
And I've never seen two coaches put their hands on each other. I've seen arguments after a game or whatever, but I've never seen them put hands on each other, especially during a game.
I've seen coaches jawing at each other and yelling at each other a lot of times, but usually, like you said, at Glendale, they're on opposite sides of the field, so it's easy to keep them apart. Those benches are right next to each other, man. It was interesting to me as well. The players kind of got involved in that. Like, oh, we better stand up for our coach.
They broke it up. They didn't.
No, but they all joined around it. I would have just sat back and been like, I don't know. Interesting. We'll have to see what the IFL does. And maybe this week's game is going to be a little snoozer without Kevin Guy out there. Just in all seriousness, let's speculate here. Do you think that's suspension worthy?
I think that it's teach a lesson to everybody worthy that we won't tolerate that, and it would not surprise me. He put his hands on him twice.
Yeah, we went back after him. It's like the NBA. The NBA will give you a T if you mix it up with another guy, but if you don't disengage, that's where you get the double technicals and the big fines and things to that effect, right? Is what you look at there. So here's the other thing that's very fascinating about this league if you don't know. Kevin Guy, obviously very prolific with the Rattlers. He's not the owner of the Rattlers, but he's intimately involved with this team, with the owners, right?
And with the league.
But then he owned the Tucson Sugar Skulls, which he has still a percentage of ownership in, but he sold that off this offseason. So there's always been an accusation that Kevin Guy gets his way with the league. I'll put it that way. That accusation's been out there for a long time. And if you saw last year, the end of the playoff when they lost to San Diego, he wasn't shy about saying, they listened to me, and he was on the phone with the commission. Like, he's got a direct line, which I'm not sure a lot of coaches have that direct line is what I'm getting at, right? They might, but they don't utilize it.
Well, it's like you pointed out before, like in the NFL. Jerry Jones calls Goodell,
He's
answers.
picking that. He's picking it up on the first
Michael
ring.
Bidwell calls. He might go to voicemail.
Yeah, he's like, I'll get to that when
Yeah.
I'm done. When I'm done eating my barbecue over here. Yeah, no, it is fascinating. So, is it like you said? Is it a lesson thing to go after it? I think he's definitely getting fined. I'm not sure if it goes to. I'm not sure if it goes to a suspension, but this is going. If it goes to a suspension, it's going to be a hey, knock this crap off type of a move.
Yeah, teach a lesson.
Yeah. So
Make
it'll be
an
fascinating to
example.
watch. They have Tucson Sugar Skulls this weekend coming up on Sunday, 4:30 p.m. over there in Glendale. So we'll have to pay attention to that. They have 2 easy games coming up as well. I mean, Now the problem is after this week, then on Monday the 18th, 10 a.m. our time, that's when they go to that, whatever that is, New Jersey, and they play in that mall, that IFL Cup.
Okay.
They got New Mexico there on Monday, so as well that they'll be looking at. Then they could have 2 games there if they win the first one, or they could only have 1 if they lose that first one there. And then you come back and you got Northern Arizona at home on the 30th coming up. So we only see them once here over the next weeks, but anyway, hey, IFL, man.
Have they lost 2 games?
Now they've lost 2. That was their second one, and both on the road.
Okay.
Undefeated at home, which is usually how the Rattlers play. They do not lose at home very often, even at the new arena. Even at the new arena,
Right.
There was a time they struggled in Glendale, but that was when they were filling in and stuff to that effect. But they're also losing to really good teams.
Yeah, I was going to say, those were championship games.
But Tulsa, not Tulsa, excuse me, Fisher's Freight, one of the best teams in the East, them in Green Bay.
Okay.
So tough place to play there. The crowd is ravenous there. Las Vegas, championship last year. Most of that team's back. If you want to go win a championship or go far in the playoffs, you've got to go through Las Vegas. So they've lost to 2 really good teams, and beating, not as good teams, I guess we could. But now San Diego's
Right.
still good, but that was the first game of the year. But I don't know, interesting to pay attention to with coaching fight out there as well. Dale, before we take our break here really quick, of course that happens. Golden Tempo wins the Kentucky Derby over the weekend. Couple things here. One, first,
long odds, right?
huge odds.
Yeah.
First female trainer to ever win in the Kentucky Derby, so it's historic, right, from that
Right.
perspective. But also came from last place in the final turn. Last place, went on the outside and outran everybody to win this thing. That is fun to watch. That was fascinating to watch. One person named had a three horse trifecta and nailed it. Got it right. It was like $1 and they won like $11,000 off of that, or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
One person bet. I was going to text Lou and be like, "Did you just win that?" Golden Tempo. That was a fun race. That was an exciting race. I enjoyed every second of the Kentucky Derby, Dale.
Golden Tempo. I think it went off at like 23-1 or something.
Was that what he was finally at?
I thought
you might be
heard
right.
that.
Yeah, but he blew by all the favorites and barely won there. And two brother jockeys, first and second place in this.
Really?
Deal. Yeah, brothers there too. So how
Well,
exciting
hold
is that? Like not the horses, the guys, the jockeys.
Oh, so the jockey wasn't a girl, the trainer was.
No, she trained the horse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
The trainer was the first female trainer
Okay.
to win at the Kentucky Derby, which is newsworthy because that thing's been around for 152 years or
Yeah.
whatever it is there. You know, I don't know what trainers do to help horses win, but
Feed it.
one horse bucked at the beginning and almost fell backwards, and they scratched the horse. They were concerned about concussion on the horse or something.
Right. I saw that. That's scary because it bucked up.
Well, went head over back, and what's scary there is obviously that 12-pound jockey, could be crushed.
Yeah.
Those horses are what, 1,500 pounds or something
I
like
don't
that?
even want to know.
That was scary there. But they ended up scratching that horse, which was annoying because then they had to take everybody out of the chutes again because they've been in there for a long time and then redo it, and it kind of cracks me up. But Golden Tempo, we got to give them some credit there for the comeback win as well. When we come back, we'll keep it rolling here. We got Diamondbacks, NHL, NBA stuff. Must be nice to be in the Big Ten.
Are they getting a little bit of money, Steve?
USC, I think it's USC, ended up getting more than double their last Pac-12 team.
And you wonder why.
They didn't win either. That's the interesting thing. Come on back, folks. Main event. And we're back here, main event. Look at that, Dale. Don't even think you're here anymore. Oh, Dale wasn't paying attention. Just assumed it was just me again, since that's all it seems like it is anymore.
You poor thing, always left alone.
Magic fired their head coach this morning after 5 seasons. Had a 3-1 lead over the Pistons. End up losing that series. Fire him today. He's taking the blame for the failures.
Give up a 3-1 lead, Steve, and sayonara.
I also think it had to do with the season because they had a disappointing season as well and stuff to that effect. The Celtics-Browns said refs had an agenda in that series. Look, as soon as I heard yesterday Jason Tatum was out for Game 7, or was it Saturday? One of those two. I was like, crash hard on the 76ers here. I felt like the Celtics had no chance there, but he did come out and say refs had agenda in that game.
There's, in my mind, there's nothing worse than seeing a 7'1", 280, 90-pound dude flopping around like a fish that jumped out of the fishbowl. I mean, come on, man. Joel Embiid spent more time on the damn ground than the cameraman.
And the Celtics couldn't beat him.
Crazy.
He played good in this series, too. He's basically starting his season now. Been out for most of the season. Ridiculous. But I also find it interesting that the Browns called out the refs. Because, look, if the refs had an agenda, it's going for you as the Celtics. Nobody in the league office is going, let's screw over that Boston team and let's get that Philadelphia team in there. I got news for you, buddy. If they have an agenda on anybody, it's to get you through to the next round. Celtics. Let's be honest about that as well. Don't forget second hour main event coming up next year. But the big one here. There's some sad news, Dale. I watch a lot. I'm not a Yankees fan by any stretch of the imagination, but I do watch a lot of Yankees baseball. I do. It's just on the MLB package. I fluctuate to them. Aaron Judge, their team. I'm not an Aaron Boone fan at all. I think Cashman as a GM is not very good. I think he's hampered it and stuff, but I just enjoy watching the Yankees play whoever they play for some reason. I don't root for them. I don't care if they win or they lose, but it's just fun. But even me, right? I grew up with Vin Scully over here on the West Coast here with the Dodgers. We grew up here locally, of course, with Al McCoy for the Suns. Right. Just there are voices out there that can get you, through a game and then just highlight it out there. We just lost another good one, in my opinion, another great one out there.
Right.
John Sterling officially, he was with the Yankees for, we'll say off and on for 36 years because he was in and he was out from time to time.
Didn't him and Steinbrenner go at it a little bit?
Yeah, with everybody around the Yankees. If Steinbrenner woke up and had a bug in his butt about you got fired for a couple of weeks and you were brought back, But he has died officially. 87 years old as well. Had some heart bypass surgery and stuff like that this winter, and then it did not, now has left us. Let's put it that way. 5,420 regular season games. 211 postseason games as well. And that was when he retired back in April of 2024. 5,060 consecutive games broadcasted from September 1989 through July 2019.
Crazy.
Folks, I don't know if you know this or not, baseball gets very few days off during a season. He did 5,060 straight.
Yeah.
That is a grind. Yeah. He started with the Yankees. I looked it up. I was like, how did he get in with the Yankees? Because I'm always curious, especially back then, how you get it. Because generally you're not a big broadcaster. You're like, they're just like, hey, buddy, you want to call a game? And then you stick. He started as a pregame host for the Yankees. That's how he started.
Okay.
And then they just were like, hey, you want to go up there and call a game for us as well?
Because I think like Al McCoy is from Iowa, and he did some small town, maybe college basketball, whatever. And then the Suns were an expansion franchise and took a chance on a guy.
Yeah, they were like, "Hey, come on in here, and we'll put up with you for a year."
Yeah, not expecting 50 years.
60 years later, you're still doing it as well. So, 24 Yankees postseason trips, obviously 7 World Series appearances. 5 championships as well. That's a heck of a run for a, he always did that. He's the guy that goes, the Yankees win. Which I actually do find annoying. But it was the catchphrase that stuck on as well.
Yep.
And everything. So look at that. Well, that's a good one here. That's a good one. Just think of the guys he called.
Now that was a heck of a run. I can tell you I did not listen to many Yankees games on radio.
Yeah, I was going to say probably not on radio, right? But as he got older, with the way technology's gone, I agree. When I was a kid, I had no idea who he was, but now you can, pull up you can't do it because you don't understand it, but you can just pull up an app on your phone and listen to WFAN radio broadcast. Actually, on MLB, I'll listen to the opposing. I like the radio guys that do the Diamondbacks. Love them. Listen to them all weekend long. The TV guys. And I love me from Bob Brenly. I love me some Bob Brenly. Yes, Dale, I'm calling out one person without saying his name. But I will turn on MLB and go to the opposing team's radio or TV broadcast and listen to that for a little bit during the shows, during the games as well, just to kind of hear what they have to say and their perspective and stuff to that effect. So you have the ability to do that nowadays for the last several years. But, yeah. But legend gone, regardless. Legend gone.
Yeah.
Those old school guys. You're not going to hear of guys sticking with teams for 50, 60 years like you did in the past. There will never be another guy for the Suns. Like, I know you're friends with him, but Kevin Ray ain't going 50 years with the Suns.
No, because remember, Al McCoy got started when he was about 30.
Yeah, that's the thing, yeah. To get to that position. Look at the guys that are like with the Suns or Diamondbacks. They're not spring chickens. You have to go to minor league baseball. You have to work your way up from that perspective to get up there. So you're not young when you get to that level now. It's not like the old days, like you said, where they like looked at Al McCoy's resume and they're like, yeah, we got nobody else. You want to come in here and do this?
Well, it's just like no baseball player is going to ever catch Cal Ripken's consecutive game streak because guys take days off in their first year.
Yes.
It's not like, I played 9 years straight. Oh, hey, I've got a streak going on here.
The old days, you got called up and you stayed up if you were good enough. And like you said, now it's like you get called up and you play a game, and then you get 2 games off or whatever, and stuff. Well, and you can't do the drugs like Cal Ripken. Who said? You hear that? You hear that anywhere, anybody?
Oh, Steven.
So John Sterling, gone but not forgotten here as well. Legend in the game. from that, as we wrap up this first hour, Papa Mike said, Steven is 100 on point with this. You have to tell me what that, because we're past that point now on what we're talking about.
Just everything, Steve.
Yeah, that is true. He just encompassed the whole show.
You're hitting it out of the park.
Come on back, folks. Second hour main event coming up next. And we're back here, main event. Second hour. I'm your humble host, Stephen McCollum. I had to take a breath there. 17-year and see-through NFL lineman, Dale Hellestrae.
I gotta stop losing weight, Steve.
Yeah, I know. You're literally getting ghastly. I will say this: you have no internal organs, and that concerns me a little bit. You're just right through the wall there.
No heart, Steve. I've been told that before.
Have you really? Have you really been told that before? It doesn't surprise me at all.
Yes, it does.
Doesn't surprise me at all. Hey, other things really quick. Now let's get into the NBA if you don't mind, Dale. Do you mind?
Steve, we go where you want to take us.
First time in NBA postseason history, multiple 3-1 comebacks in any single playoff round. Two of them this year. 76ers trailed 3-1, ended up winning that series, and then the Pistons trailed 3-1, and ended up winning that series as well. That is an amazing stat. Then on top of it, teams that were being eliminated, just quit, right? The Knicks over the Hawks. The Hawks were like, what? Rockets. Might as well not even got off the bus for their final game there as well. It was amazing to see. So the NFL to me, the NBA to me is just you either want to win a championship, half the league wants to win a championship, and half the league just don't give a crap.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if you could say half.
Well, it's because going into the playoffs, I had this big segment. You were golfing or off or something when I did it. Excuse me, folks. Yeah, I apologize. But my thing was, I was pointing out that basically everybody 10 and up. So even in the East with the Miami Heat at the 10th spot, Golden State in the 10th spot, they want to win. Now, are they doing everything possible to win? No. But they're trying to make the play-in game, and they're trying to make the playoffs. 10 spot and up. Everybody 11 through, 15? 11 through 15, they just want to tank and get the biggest draft pick that they can get.
Right.
But now you were seeing that even guys in the first round of the playoffs just don't want to be there. Suns put up a fight. They just couldn't do anything. But at no point in that series did we think that the Suns quit. Hawks quit at one point. Rockets quit at one point. What are we doing? This league needs to.
Boy, there's a big article on ESPN about your Houston Rockets. I know you followed them. You got a shirt and all that when your favorite player went over there this season.
Charles Barkley?
Yeah, when
back in the
Scottie
day?
Pippen. When Scottie Pippen went over there.
I cannot stand the Houston Rockets. I've never been a Rockets.
I've never liked him either.
Even with Clyde Drexler and stuff, like when they went to that buy our championship thing, I'm glad it didn't happen.
Well, they did win 2.
But that was with Olajuwon.
Yeah, the 2 that the Suns should have won.
Yeah. But that was then. Remember then when Barkley went there was when they got Drexler and those other big boys to go there to try to win some more there. Yeah, so I'm talking about the buying to win type.
Yes.
Those Olajuwon teams with was that Vern Maxwell or not Vern? Anyway, bald guy. Those teams were kind of fun to watch.
They were, except for they won 2 championships. The Suns should have won.
Suns should have won them. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you look at it, and Kevin Durant, he's now, what, 39, 38, something like that?
Yeah, he's pushing 40.
At some point, don't you say, you know what, the way I've done things, the locker rooms I've disturbed, I've only got a couple years left. I'm just going to fit in. Hey, Steve, you probably know how to do this.
You don't do that at all, Dale.
How do you start a burner account? Don't you have to put your information in?
Yeah, you still got to put your number in and stuff, but there's ways around it.
How would you do that, Steve? Would you take that step by step?
I don't know.
I think you have a couple.
I don't know, Dale. I don't know.
Steve?
I do not have it. I do not have it.
I got some guy on Twitter.
I am on enough Twitter sites with the companies and everything on my thing that I can't afford to have.
I thought there's a guy out there taking pot shots at me, and I thought that might be you.
No, I'll do that to your face. Haven't I showed that already?
But
I've attacked Joe over at Classic Collision for the weasel baby he is. I've attacked Discount Tire on this program. I didn't go into that. I'm trying to figure out. I'm going to attack a person running for Mesa Public Schools board here coming up. I'm trying to figure out how to do that tastefully instead of just name calling her the whole time. And you know the principal and the AD that got fired. One of them have a sister that likes to run their mouth about Max Hall. So I'm trying to figure out how to casually throw that out there without just the F-bombs I want to say about these miserable hags of ladies. I'll just say that here.
Wow.
So I'm trying to do that. I am not hiding. As my point here is, I am not hiding. I will tell you how I feel up front.
But here's Kevin Durant, who's already been caught in the burner X accounts. Yeah. And now he goes to Houston at 38 years old.
Yeah, by the way, he is officially 37 and turns 38 in September, end of September.
Okay, so before next season.
Born in 1988.
And he has not changed his ways.
Yeah, but he's not going to.
How do you not grow up and mature? I mean, even a 60-year-old in Palm Springs, we used to do it a little bit differently 20 years ago.
You want to know why?
Why is that?
Because he makes the money to do it his way, and he don't give a crap about anything else. That's why. They allow him to do it. Nobody is going to sit down Kevin Durant and say, we need you to change to this side. And if they do, they're the ones that are going to be unemployed, or he's going to another team.
But at
he holds the power, and nobody can control it. They don't care.
At 38 years old.
You make $60 million a year.
Don't you think he's got all the money he never won? Don't you think you want to win?
Nope, it's the power. He's won a couple championships.
Yeah, but those were Golden States.
They don't care, man.
They won before and they won after.
I'm telling you, man. Same thing with LeBron. Why has LeBron never changed? Even now, when he's a shell of himself.
Oh, you can't compare LeBron and Durant any which way or form.
I'm just saying, and I'm not comparing the two for they're both babies in their own ways. Yeah. But my point is no, Dale. I mean, you know this. You know, you're Dale Hellestrae. You know, you get that big paycheck, and all of a sudden,
I get along with everybody.
Walk
Steve.
A little more sturdy and start voicing your opinion more.
I can't imagine going, hey, I'm going to start an alternate Twitter account so I can take shots at my teammates.
That just means you're soft as can be. Yeah, you have your buddy do it. We've been through this before, people.
No.
You tell your buddy to do, hey, can you post this for me on your
You
account?
Talk to him. You confront your teammate.
Oh, yeah, you do that. You do what he said.
Jeez Louise. That's it. It's just crazy.
He's not going to be on the Rockets next year, I can tell you. I have a feeling he's going to get moved from the Rockets. But again, next team that picks him up. But I mean, he doesn't want to go back to Golden State because that bridge has been burned.
Well, yeah, because he's burned it.
Draymond, he doesn't want to go back to Draymond. I'll put it this way. My opinion of people like Kevin Durant is, even Steph Curry to a lesser extent, LeBron definitely, is you pay me this much money for me to come in and do what I do. I don't care if you like it or not. Somebody else will take me. I don't care.
I don't understand that thinking. And again, I can't get into a $60 million a year
That's
guy's
why.
head.
Okay. Again, it goes back to I've told you. In my life, I know a lot of people with money. So do you.
Yes. But they want to win. The guys that I know want to win at whatever they're doing.
I know people that if somebody says no to them, they're just like, okay. And they're like, I was going to spend several $1,000s here, but now I won't. Oh, well, and they walk out. And they'll go to the next place or whatever and do it, right? And you get back in those times. It's just the no crap attitude, man, of, I don't care. I got it. You don't. See you later. Bye. It's that.
What
do
do you do if you're Houston? Do you run it back? I mean, obviously that they lost the point guard, Fred VanVleet.
And they'll get him back next year, but how healthy is he going to be when he comes back? If they get him back, I think that was a big loss for him. I'm reveling in this a little bit because Houston flat out said, and they were right, they said Green cannot win a championship and win a playoff game. Because he can't. He couldn't last year with Houston. And so I agree, take a chance at it. But to not heed what you saw in Phoenix with Kevin Durant,
right?
It was shocking to me how they ignored it. And the same thing happened to him. They're teammates. They don't get along together. Kevin Durant's not a kumbaya guy that incorporates everybody and stuff to that effect. It's just to not see the warning signs amazes me. If I was Houston, I'd unload him and deal with the after side of it because it's not going to get better. How many years was he in Phoenix where we're like, it's going to get better next year? It's going to get better next year. It doesn't get better no matter who you bring in with Kevin Durant on your team.
Again, I will wholeheartedly admit when the Suns had a chance to make a trade for him, I said go for it.
Well, two things on that. I was with you. When you always any top 5 player in the league is available for you to go get, you go get.
Because it's never happened here in Phoenix.
You don't get that opportunity very often.
And I said go for it, but then
that's like when LeBron was leaving Cleveland, right? It was like L.A. or someplace else. Put your name in that. Try to get LeBron here. You're gonna, people will forgive you when you're fighting for championships with them. You don't get the opportunity to get a player like that in Phoenix very often. So you got to make a chance at it. But also, we didn't know that what we know about Kevin Durant now at that time.
Right.
We blame the Brooklyn situation on Ben Simmons and the Arizona State kid that I just
Harden,
who's with the Cavs now, and they somehow won that series. We blame that situation on them not playing. Well, now you're 3 teams deep on Kevin Durant. You know the player you're getting.
Yes.
This isn't a coincidence.
And
so we didn't know it like you know it today when he came to Phoenix. Like if we didn't have the Suns experience and you said you could get Kevin Durant, I'd say no.
No.
Because we've seen 3 teams now of it not happen.
Right.
So that's the other side of the difference if you want to go back in time and look at also. And he's not a top 5 player in the league anymore.
No.
It's not worth the headache. I talk about this a lot, and we're doing a lot about this on the pit stop coming up this week. Kyle Busch was a prolific racer, always kind of a jerk, always kind of an idiot to his people, his pit crews and stuff like that. But when he was winning with Joe Gibbs Racing and he had Mars as a sponsor, everybody put up with it. Now he's on a lesser team now, Richard Childress Racing. He's struggling. He's still that same jerk, treats people like garbage, his team like garbage.
Really?
But he's not winning now.
And
now it's like, look, 41-year-old Kyle Busch with an attitude and not winning is not fun. He's gone through so many pit crew guys. Same thing here with Kevin Durant. When you're not able to put your team over the top, you're not worth it. You're not worth it. Devin Booker is worth it still to the Suns because he doesn't have that attitude. Could you imagine if Devin Booker? Could you imagine if Devin Booker would walk in and he had that attitude and, just lackadaisical, I don't care attitude all the time? You'd be like, get him out of here. He's a bum. I know some people are already at that level. But at least Devin Booker, is trying. And he's trying to put a team together, and he's trying. So you're willing to put up with it a little bit more than you would on the backside. Kevin Durant, to me, has just lost that. You want that much money to come in and just cause crap in the locker room?
Take shots at your teammates.
Ain't worth it, man.
I could even see if you're doing that too, and you have critics out there. Do you want to take shots at critics or whatever?
Yeah, but I'm still on the side of be a man.
No, so am I. But I'm saying I could see taking shots at critics, but not your teammates.
Yeah. But I mean, just the fact that he has a burner account and he attacks common fans attacking him. It's just like, why are you paying attention to somebody like me just sitting on their couch, tapping their face with Cheez-Its, watching you play basketball, saying what a bum you are.
Getting Cheeto dust on your phone. And
why do you care? Why do you care about what I have to say? Jeez, man. That's what baffles me the most is he makes all that money and he commands all that stuff for the team he's on, but then just some dude on Twitter is like, Kevin Durant's like the TME whatever, and then he has to go on his burner account and attack that person. And it's like, wait, what? you don't care about your teammates saying stuff about you, your head coach calling you children, any of that stuff, but you care about what I say with my, like you said, with Cheetos dust down the front of my shirt.
I could get back at Steve.
Yeah, this is awful. He's like, and all of a sudden he's attacking me. That does crack me up about it, though. It's just like, what are you doing, man? Throw up the playoff bracket for me real quick, Kobe, if you will. For the NBA, I should say here. Thunder Lakers get underway Tuesday on Peacock. When's Luka coming back is the question here.
Again, I would love to see a full-strength Laker team.
I think they would cause some issues to the Thunder. I don't think they're going to win it.
No, that's what I say. I don't think they could win a series, but I think they could win a game or two.
I think they could with the healthy Luka. But have you heard anything about him?
No.
As of last night, I'd heard nothing about him still. I know he's back in L.A. his thing was done. They also didn't need him in the first round.
No.
So I can understand letting him rest. But then here's the other worry. He's been gone for a long time now. Luka's not known to be in shape after long breaks.
Right.
Now, it changed a little bit with L.A., but is he working out? Is he in playoff mode here against the Thunder? So that's the question mark to me. And I think the Thunder win this either way, but the Lakers can make more of a series of it if they're fully healthy.
Was it a hamstring?
No. Was it a hamstring? It was a hamstring. God, it's been so long ago, I forget.
I think it was a hamstring.
I
And when
think
you
you're
talk
right.
about a lower body injury, you can't work out. No, like you can do sprints and jog and run.
But I mean, like now, if he's healthy, is he on the treadmill? Is he? They're not letting him play until he's playing 5-on-5 in practice, and
I've not heard anything about him.
No, as of last night, I'd seen nothing still. Well, an hour ago, Yahoo Sports, Luka Doncic injury update is bad news for Lakers fans before Thunder series.
Huh.
That doesn't sound promising. That's
No.
the headline. Although it is 2026 journalism, so they're probably going to be like, he's playing in game one. I'm looking it up here really quick. 32 days he's been out now. It was his hamstring there. By the way, he did that in a blowout loss to the Thunder as well. He did it late in that game, blowout loss there as well. So let's see here. Here's the quote. Brian Windhorst put an update out.
Okay.
Quote, he is not close to returning. There's a whole ramp up that is required when you're coming back from a hamstring. He has not started that contact ramp up yet. So he has not even doing 3-on-3s or 5-on-5s yet as well. So do not expect to see Luka in the first few games of this series coming up.
So that trip to Europe didn't exactly expedite things.
He's probably trying to get access to his kids because that wife of his is trying to keep them from him. So yeah, if that just tells me their Thunder are going, the Lakers will probably win one. If they're lucky, they might win two. But I think the Thunder roll through this series without Luka. Sorry, LeBron. Sorry. Oh my God, the flopping Olympics here with LeBron and SV. Oh my gosh, what are the refs gonna do? Timberwolves Spurs. I'm looking forward to this series. Timberwolves won the series. Now, I'm not looking forward to it as much as I was because, of course, that center guy, the Zero, blew out his Achilles, so he's out. He's an integral part of the Timberwolves team. And Anthony Edwards, injured, out for a while. Here, Spurs should roll through this series pretty quickly. So I'm not as excited, but I am looking forward to a Thunder Spurs conference championship if we can get to that. That's the only conference championship. I do not want to see Lakers or Timberwolves. One of them or both of them into that conference finals.
Right.
I think that'll be a horrible matchup to watch at that point. Other side, Pistons, Cavaliers. I was leaning Cavaliers, especially if the Magic beat the Pistons. I just don't know if you can sleep on the Pistons. Coming back from a 3-1, that means they're waking up a little bit. Hey, by the way, Timberwolves-Spurs game is tonight on Peacock as well. I like the Pistons in this series, Dale, but it's going to be a hard work for them, I think. I think the Cavs are going to do enough to make this a series and go probably 6 games, if not 7, in that series. And Knicks 76ers, the dream we all dreamed of.
Well,
I want to see Joel Embiid, which I can't stand Joel Embiid either. He's one of those guys that he's Kawhi Leonard. He's Anthony Davis. Misses more games than he plays in. But I can't stand James Dolan at all. I'd like to see the Knicks lose this series, but we'll see. Knicks should win it. I'd like to see the 76ers.
you would?
Well. I hate both these teams. Here's the problem in the East. I don't think they're winning. All they're doing is vying for who's going to win second place in the NBA, aren't they? Are the Pistons, Cavaliers, Knicks, or 76ers, with what you've seen of either the Thunder or the Spurs, are any of them even in that stratosphere?
I don't
of those
believe
two
so.
teams?
No, I don't believe so. I'm wanting to see competitive series.
Yeah. I don't know if you get that in the East.
I mean, if Doncic isn't back, the Thunder are probably going to sweep the Lakers.
Yeah, it's going to be. I think it'll be a 5-game series probably.
Yeah.
It's going to take some heroics for the Lakers to win, a couple games in that series, meaning last-second shots.
Because Jalen Williams is supposedly coming back here shortly for the Thunder.
Yeah, but I would rest him for the first couple and see how the series is going before you rush him back as well. But, yeah, 32 days for a hamstring injury. Like I said, it's the ramp-up because, like you said, you're not doing anything. It's not like you're dribbling, but you're not like you're on the treadmill running or walking or getting that stamina up. So I think Lakers are in a little bit of trouble there from that perspective there. So there you go. NBA talk, Dale. How about the Suns? What are they up to right now?
They are, I bet you Devin Booker's getting his winter home up in Pine Canyon ready to rock and roll for the summer so he can get up there and golf.
You think he's up there hauling some tree limbs around?
You think, yeah, well, he's probably maybe has a little cold and figured he'd do a little work too.
Yeah, get out, sweat it out there. Yeah, go sweat it out. Do what I did.
Could you imagine driving by his house and he's out there hanging stuff and banging a hammer and nail?
Got the chainsaw. Stop! You'll lose a finger. They were having issues. Let's talk. I'm just looking. Oh, by the way, NASCAR was at Texas Motor Speedway this weekend, which is Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Yeah.
And I want to say Luca now, but that's what I'm thinking of. Cooper Flagg was there, so they kept interviewing him on the broadcast and stuff. Okay, first of all, I knew he was a tall dude, and I get it. A lot of people aren't tall, like in the broadcast world when they're interviewing him. But holy heck, he looked like he was Yao Ming over there walking around. Like, I've seen Michael Jordan in NASCAR circles. He owns a team there. And he's tall. Michael Jordan's tall.
Yeah.
But Cooper Flagg stood out compared to Michael Jordan even. I was shocked at how tall he was.
I think he's 6'8". Michael's 6'6".
So, like I said, Michael was 6'6" when he played. I'm sure he might have shrunken as he's gone on.
Yeah, like all of us.
But, yeah, Cooper Flagg, I looked it up. He's 6'8". Yeah, that's crazy how tall he is. I didn't know he was that tall. On the basketball court, he looks short. I was shocked by that, by the way. Cooper Flag. 19 years old, too, Dale.
Okay.
Sick. What were you doing when you were off taking money from the boosters at SMU when you were 19? Oh, is my McDonald's delivery here again?
The guy's going into my sophomore year at 19.
Wait.
Building tennis courts, Steve.
Dickerson got what? A gold Corvette? And I got this Big Mac box? What?
Oh, you can eat Domino's pizza?
Let's get into hockey talk here as well. Dale, if you're not watching hockey, you're missing out.
Yeah.
Load that bad boy up on your TV for once, would you? Been hanging out with Scotty all the time and doing all that. Request the hockey games on there as well. Missing some good games here as well. Like you brought it up earlier. If you didn't watch the Avalanche game 1 that happened yesterday, you missed out because people always go, "Oh my God, hockey's so boring. Who wants to watch a 1-0 game?" Okay, you can say that all you want. Last night, the Avalanche, they had a 3-0 lead in their first game of that series there. Then they trailed 5-4 at one point, and then they won 9-6. First time in NHL playoff history, a team led by 3 goals, then fell behind, and then won the game by 3 or more goals on the other side. It just goes to show you why they were the best team in hockey all year long. And they probably should be hoisting a cup here in a month or so. Coming up here. Well, that was a fun game to have on last night.
So tell me this, who's more dominant? Because you watch both a lot more than I do. Oklahoma City Thunder in the NBA or the Carolina Hurricanes in the NHL?
Well, Colorado, then Carolina. They're probably 1A, 1B there. But, oh no, the Thunder. The Thunder, that's the problem. The Colorado hasn't lost yet in the playoffs. Either is Carolina, by the way, right? They're 5-0 now. To me, when you watch the Thunder, Colorado, like against the Kings, they won that series by a sweep, but they had to work hard to win it.
Okay.
Overtime games, 1-point games, stuff like that. Last night, right? They were up 3-0. They had to lose it, and then they had to come back and score it and win again. Have the Thunder been tested at all? Are they? The more you watch the Thunder play basketball, there's nobody in their league. Yeah, I get the Spurs beat them in the regular. That was regular season basketball.
Right.
Like I just said earlier, when you're watching the Thunder, does anybody in the East scare you? So if the Thunder make the finals, you're just gonna go, all right, Thunder, just give them the trophy now.
Right.
Nobody says they're even in the same world. Colorado has to work. Carolina has to work a little bit to win their games. They're not going out there and blowing people out. Like they have to work a little bit. Whereas the Thunder, I think they're just like, even on off nights, they're blowing people out. Put it that way.
Well, the NBA's got to be at least somewhat happy that there's no Indiana that could be in the finals.
Yeah, but it's Oklahoma City.
Right, but if they can have Philly or New York or some major city.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Detroit's a pretty big city, right?
Yeah.
They can push Detroit. I forgot about that. Oh, Knicks are going to be in the finals, Dale. NBA's going to push that through for the ratings. The other thing is you had a Game 7 this weekend as well around NHL hockey.
Yep.
Montreal, Tampa Bay. Fantastic series there. I told you guys before that series, Montreal's in play. I did not pull the trigger on them. I stuck with the Lightning. Boy, do I look dumb today because Montreal ended up winning that series. This Montreal-Buffalo series is going to be so much fun. 2 young teams, 2 cities that have won at one time in their life, of their existence, and have sucked for a lot of years.
Aren't you happy for the Sabres, though?
I'm happy for both these teams, and I'm not a Montreal fan. French Canadians, chill.
Okay.
But this is going to be a fantastic series. Young teams, the playoff history with these teams, which of course as fans will take it in, not them. But it's going to elevate this series as well. This is going to be fun. I don't even care who wins it. I'm rooting for Buffalo, America. Even though it's almost Canada. It's literally on the border. Half the city is in Canada.
I was going to say, yeah, it's as close to Canada as you can get.
Dale, if you're going to Buffalo Bills Stadium and you accidentally take the wrong turn, you're in Canada.
You take a right.
Yeah, take a right. You're in the wrong turn. All of a sudden, you're like, what? Why is everybody saying A all the time over here? That's how close it is.
Oh.
But yeah, so it'll be fun. This is going to be a fun series as well. But you have that. But here's the interesting thing about it: the Montreal Canadiens last night, second period, 0 shots on goal
For a whole period.
Whole period. First, now Montreal. I didn't look up their time. They've been around for a founding team in hockey. Been around for a long time. First period without a shot on goal in franchise postseason history for the Montreal.
Really?
That's hard to do. That's hard not to get a puck on the net. It's hard to do. But they did it last night, and they got the win. Good for Montreal. That's going to be a fun Montreal-Buffalo series as well. Throw up the brackets here for me, Kobe, and we'll run through this. Get Dale updated here along with you guys at home. Colorado's up 1-0 on Minnesota. Colorado's going to win this series. The question is, how does Minnesota, they have division foes, etc. How does Minnesota make this a series? I don't think Colorado's going to be sweeping it, but can it go to 6 games? Can it get to a 7th game? That's what you'll be watching here in this series as well. Vegas and Anaheim. I think this is going to be a dud of a series, but Dale, these are other than when the Coyotes were here, these are my 2 favorite teams in hockey, the 2 teams I root for the most. I have a ton of Anaheim's Duck gear from when I was younger. I have a lot of Knights gear from obviously I've floated to them there with what they mean to Las Vegas and my history in Las Vegas. My 2 cities besides Phoenix are battling it out here. Knights are going to win it, but I think this is going to be a fun series to watch. Just because of my perspective, I do think the Knights should probably dominate this series against Anaheim. But Anaheim shouldn't be here either. They should not be here. So that you know this, Dale, right? With your 92 football season.
You're saying Anaheim's too young?
I'm saying, yeah, they're not supposed to be here, and they're here in the second round. Could be dangerous.
Well, what I want to ask you is, how many nights did it take for you to get over that devastating loss of the Utah Mammoth?
You mean the Mammoth losing?
Yeah.
Well, like half the stadium, I still haven't figured out it's happened yet.
They're still
Yeah,
there.
they're still like, what's the next game? What happened? We didn't see what happened. Carolina's up 1-0 on Philadelphia in that series. Carolina's winning that series. Can Philadelphia make it one is the bigger question. This is a mismatch. Wipe the page of that one as well.
Okay.
But it's going to be fun, man, for the NHL side. I'll say this. The Mammoth made the playoffs, which was always the goal.
Right.
They performed admirably in the playoffs. They just eventually lost to a veteran team in there, and it's just not their time yet. They need to increase their players. They need to get a couple, some veterans would do the Mammoth really well here to get them to move on in the playoffs against some of these guys there. But I like where they played this year. That was the Mammoth team that every year in Arizona we go, they're going to vie for a playoff spot. If they can make it, they'll do some damage. They'll man far. And we never saw it here. Second year in Utah, they finally do.
Ownership makes a difference, right, Steve?
It's just half the stadium still.
Steve,
still
the ownership does have a hand in it.
Yeah, well, they could have moved back to America, to the old America West Arena, the morgue, and only had half the people see it. We could have.
Yeah, but then the owner would not stand for that. So
today you got Philly, Carolina tonight. Carolina's up 1-0 in this series. They play tonight, and then Anaheim, Vegas does get underway tonight as well. 6:30 p.m. our time for Anaheim and Vegas. I'm not going to promise you that's going to be a good series, but I'm going to enjoy it just because of my life history in those cities and things to that effect. But it's going to be fun, Dale. It's going to be fun. Last thing I want to bring up here is Buffalo in the first round. They did beer hockey sticks, and they sold out of those like instantly.
right.
Clear hockey sticks that they filled with beer and everything. Carolina, just Diamondbacks, instead of these hot dogs and nachos in a bucket and all this garbage, come up with something creative like this. beer skate mugs. Skate beer mugs, Dale, is what we're looking at here. I got a photo for you here. They sold them in Carolina, sold out of them as well. They're making more of them. I think Kobe's got a picture of it there. It's the, if you've got it, Kobe, it's the beer skate mug, I think is what I call it. I'm trying to look it up here. But here's what they did. Oh, he says he's done that. 4,687 beer skates sold last night.
Beer skates.
So it's literally, you know what a skate looks like?
Yeah.
You know where the blade is?
Yeah.
That's where the beer goes. And you hold it and you drink it like out of the boot. It's so amazing. I screwed up on you guys and didn't get him the picture. Yeah, I did give it to him. Sorry, Kobe. But be creative with this stuff, man. I would buy this. By the way, they're $12 just for the skate. But then you have to buy the beer with it, which makes it like a $28 purchase. If you buy it without, if you want nothing in it and you just want the skate, it's $19. That's pretty affordable for a keepsake like this.
It is a keepsake.
Come up with this stuff, man. Buffalo beer sticks, beer skate in Carolina. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing.
What do you think Buffalo's going to do this round?
Oh my God!
I didn't realize they're the number one seed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Order more. Welcome to the NHL playoffs here. Yeah, they were really good, Dale. They went on a huge winning streak at the end of the regular season. To get
Everything
that
in
number one
Buffalo's
seed,
better, Steve.
including the Niagara Falls, including their waterfalls.
One of the 7 wonders of the world.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is that a 7 wonder?
Yeah.
It's the pyramids,
Oh, don't
the
embarrass
Grand Canyon.
us. Don't embarrass us.
Now let's go through it here. Let's figure this out. Folks, what are the 7 wonders of the world?
You're checking me because you don't believe it is.
I don't. It seems weird to me. It's like the Colosseum. Is it like the guy on top of is that Jesus or something on top of the Brazilian mountain? Isn't that one of them?
No.
That's not?
Come on. You got it up yet?
I do, but hold on. I'm checking here first.
Jeez. You really think I'm wrong?
Robert says Carolina has not been behind yet in the playoffs. Yeah, no, they're pretty dominant. Robert also said, sad about Sterling, but I thought you were mourning a Volpe being sent down. Good tie in there with the death. I like that. So what is the 7 wonders of the world? There's a new one, by the way.
So there are 8, or they
There was a
replaced one?
campaign started in 2001 to choose the wonders of the world from 200 existing monuments. That's the thing. I thought they were monuments, not natural stuff here. Yeah, you're not even close. You're making crap up.
No.
When we come back, I'll have the 7 wonders of the world for you.
Jeez, it's not that hard to find out.
No, I've got them right here. I'm just telling you, there's no waterfalls in this thing. Because why would the Niagara Falls be it? What's that one giant falls in Africa?
Not the Niagara Falls.
It's bigger than the Niagara Falls. I'll have it for you. Coming up next, the main event.
Can't wait.
main event here on this Monday, and I know we just got derailed here by Dale's little comment.
I don't believe it, Steve.
Robert says, isn't the eighth wonder of the world math on this show? Yes. Yes.
I thought the Houston Astrodome was the eighth wonder of the world.
Well, I think they named it themselves.
Oh, did they?
So it turns out Dale was only partially right. It's not one of the seven wonders of the world, like overall. Niagara Falls, though, is one of the seventh wonders of Buffalo. Yeah.
No.
The other six, well, the new football stadium, the Buffalo Wild Wings, there, the wing places,
Yeah.
is another
Chicken wings.
wonder of Buffalo. Yeah. The giant snowpack is another wonder of the world. Yeah. The Giza pyramids. Well, I'm sorry. Giza pyramids won an honorary status. They're not even one. They're just there because. Great Wall of China. Petra, which is in Jordan. You'll recognize it if you saw it. Big building. The Colosseum in Rome. The Chichen Itza, that's in Yucatan, Mexico. Some pyramid of some sort. Machu Picchu down in Peru, which I've always wanted to go to. That's a lot of work to get there. Taj Mahal in India. And then Christ the Redeemer in Brazil.
I don't agree with it. I think we just start a new seven wonders of the world.
We can. Yeah, the TME 7. You know, that's a good idea. Do that. TME 7 Wonders of the World.
Yeah.
How are we going to catalyze it, though? Because those are pretty good. Those are
Yeah.
pretty good wonders of the world.
But most people haven't heard but half of them.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Should we do like a U.S. thing? A U.S. 7 Wonders of the World?
You could do that. You could do seven wonders of Arizona.
But aren't these the 7 Wonders of the World because, like, they're built? See, waterfalls aren't built. Unless you're in Arizona, we have dams and stuff. Because we have water problems.
We do.
Well, supposedly. Yeah, so that's the thing. Are we going to keep it? Are we going to do, or you know what? Are you thinking, you might be thinking 7 natural wonders of the world.
Oh, definitely.
You might be thinking that. But there's a better waterfall, like I said, in Africa. That's what I don't get here. I can tell you this. The one that I'm thinking of is on this list. Yes. Victoria Falls is the one I'm thinking of.
And where's that?
Africa. Zambezi River between Zambia and Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Niagara Falls looks like a kitten compared to this bad boy. Yeah, amazing. So so we'll do 7 Wonders of the World, and then we'll do the TME 7 Natural Wonders of the World.
Of United States.
That's what I mean. Yeah, but that's what I mean. We'll
and then 7 wonders of Gilbert.
Well, let's not get specific. Well, that of course is the the Gilbert police not going after kids who kill kids. That's always going to wonder me. And the chief still has a job. And the police department still's out there.
SMAC 500.
No, give my burner for that, man. Yeah, so natural wonders of the world is Mount Everest, Puriqueten Volcano in Mexico, the Grand Canyon, Victoria Falls, I just talked about, Harbor de Rio de Janeiro.
Wow.
The Great Barrier Reef, and then the Northern Lights. Yeah. So, Dale, you were wrong on all aspects.
I think we got screwed.
No, Buffalo's not that important.
Yeah, I think if it was anywhere else but Buffalo, they'd probably be on the list.
Yeah, you think that's it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's because it starts in Canada. It's Canada water. It's Canadian water. Ugh.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Who knows what's in that? Probably COVID vaccines probably floating through that right now, forcing it upon you.
Oh, goodness.
Hey, the Big Ten, in all seriousness
Yeah.
here, Dale.
Talk to me, Steve.
I saw a stat here, and I'm trying to pull it up. UFC, like I said, doubled their last Pac-12 payout. Pac-12 was paying out like 33, 35 million at the end of their life to the teams.
Okay.
USC got $76 million.
And this is TV packages.
Well, the distribution
Right.
of the whole thing. $1.37 billion went out to its member schools. Keep in mind, UCLA and USC, they're getting a lower price right now also because they just joined them. So they get a lower dollar amount than the teams that were in the Big Ten before as well. You know. Here's the problem I got, though, with the Big Ten, celebrating this. They're also out there going, we can't afford to pay players.
Are they really? I've not heard that.
We can't do NIL stuff. It's the Wild West. We need sponsorships from the car dealerships to pay our players. Get out of here with this garbage as well. 18 official members there for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2025. $490 million increase over the distribution from the previous year as well. SEC distributed $1.03 billion in February. And this is why I wanted to bring this up, Dale. Mr. SEC's the best conference in the world. Except for when everybody else can pay people, then all of a sudden they can't compete. SEC's taking some lumps here, man. That's a big difference, $1.3 billion to $1.03 billion. Now, the SEC distributes to less teams than, Big Ten has expanded pretty big now and stuff like that as well. But my point on this is, Dale, can we stop pretending these universities don't have money and can't afford to pay people?
I don't remember them doing that recently. Is that still going on?
Yeah, but they're trying to fight. They don't want them as employees and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, because then you got to pay workers' comp and you got to pay insurance and.
Well, they have insurance on them anyway, don't they?
It'd be different.
Yeah, well, no, it would be. Yeah, but you'd have to go collect a bargain there for pricing and stuff.
Can you
like
imagine
that.
trying to collect a bargain college football?
Dale, we're getting to the point. I get it. The NFL makes billion dollars a year. But once you become $1 billion entity, then we're just talking Big Ten here, and SEC is over $1 billion in payouts. That's payouts to their schools. They made more than that because the SEC keeps some and the Big Ten keeps some. Once you get to $1 billion, the facade needs to end that you can't afford things anymore. It has to. Stupid.
Has the Big 12 payout come out yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Think they might keep that under wraps?
Well, it'll be under $1 billion, so they can keep what they're doing. Just the SEC and the Big Ten get screwed. Coming at $999 million, and we'll be good to go.
I did see where ASU received a $10 million donation to endow their head coach.
I read that story a ton, but what do you do in a coaching endowment? What? It made no sense to me. I was confused by it. I mean, it's great. Don't get me wrong. Donate to your school. Here's my other side of it. We don't know what ASU's payout's going to be yet, but it's going to be larger than it was in the Pac-12. You're telling me you don't have enough money to pay people? That you have to get a $10 million donation from a guy and his wife in order to survive?
I thought it was anonymous.
No, they said who they were.
Okay.
I don't know how to pronounce their name. It's SWETTE or something like that. So I don't know if it's
because whenever you make those donations, you like to remain anonymous.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Why draw attention?
No, because then everybody calls wanting handouts, Dale. That's the problem. It's not that you give it and you want the accolades. It's that everybody then starts calling. Which goes to my point, Dale. When I give a large cut check of a few $1 million to a school or a function, everybody calls me and expects me to hand out to them too.
And so now you just say, I'm not handing out any money to
exactly.
anybody.
F you all.
Wow.
The bigger problem, so I know this for a fact. So that's why ASU and these schools are like, oh, we're poor. We can't afford to pay anybody. We have to rely on your donations. Because ASU doesn't want people hitting them up for money and stuff like that. I get it, ASU. I totally get it.
They're not for profit, Steve. That's why they can't play Grand Canyon.
I wonder how many people think that we're being serious right there with that little bit. I don't know. It's just dumb. We need to stop this facade of we have to keep relying on private donors in order to survive and grow the sport. This is getting ridiculous. This would be like the NFL, Dale, going, you know what? We need you guys want to keep Kyler Murray here? Well, you fans better step up. Some rich guy better cut a big check. Get it in here. And we're at that point now. $billion entities saying they don't have money for basic employee stuff. It's getting stupid. It's been stupid, but it's getting even more stupid. They're expanding the NCAA basketball tournament for men's and women's. Great, so we can watch more terrible teams play each other at the beginning of the season. Sweet, can't wait for that. For the play-in. Boy, it's my dream to do. Watch that garbage coming up and everything. And it's all for the guys of money. So these conferences make more money. And then you sit there and go, oh, we can't afford that. We need a $10 million endowment for our coaching, which I still don't understand what it's going to. I'm still confused.
Are they up to 76 teams now?
Yes, they announced that last week. We didn't touch on it on the show because I'm disgusted by it.
How many have they got to get to before ASU can make the tournament?
I think we're almost there.
Almost?
Almost there.
I think
now there's like instead of 4 playing games, now there's like 7 playing games or something.
They're all in Dayton?
No, they're going to move them around. Supposedly.
Are they?
Here's the problem with the women doing. Well, first of all, the men's too is these teams have no chance. Like it's stupid. They just want to get more mid majors in, is what they're doing. More mid majors and more SEC teams in. What they want to do. That's all they're doing here. But it's all for the money, man. But on the women's side, the women is as chalky can get.
Yeah, well, in women's, you've got 4 to 5 to 6 teams that can
win
really
it all.
dominate.
But,
yeah.
And then you're adding to 76 now? Oh, my God. What are we doing?
Well, Steve, why don't you pick a school and say, you know what, we're going to support them.
I tell you what, I'll support you even more, ASU and everybody. If we just stop the facade, you can't afford to pay for stuff yourself. Dale, this would be like if you're walking down the street and the guy at the corner is like, hey, man, can you spare $1? You're more apt to give it to the guy that has beat up shoes and holes in his pants and looks like he hadn't showered for 3 weeks. You're more apt to throw that guy a couple dollars than you are the guy that's in Brooke Brothers suits and shiny shoes and a $1,000 tie and his hair's perfectly coiffed. I don't even know if that's the right word. All right, and he's got $3,000 spectacles on, and he's got an Apple Watch on, and his iPhone's on his hip pocket. You're not going to give that guy a couple dollars. That's what we're talking about here. These schools are like, we can't afford anything. We need a donation from you guys to afford anything. And they're the Brooks Brother guy on the corner asking for a couple dollars. That's where we're at right now. It's stupid. I just sit back and look at these colleges and go, tell me how you can't afford something again? That would be like Michael Bidwell calling my phone, texting me today and going, hey, I'm a little short on payroll this month. Can you donate a couple mil for me? We could really use it to help the program. That's literally what we're dealing with right now. Or Best Buy going, oh, hey, man, in order for us to survive, we need our fans to give us more money. No, it doesn't only operates that in college, where these colleges play poor while they're collecting billion-dollar checks.
They're not getting $1 billion.
Well, the entity is, I know. Yeah, it's $76 million, $80 million. Yeah.
And basically, Steve, at the end of the day, Michael Bidwell does do that with the raise in prices of your season
But you're
tickets.
buying the product at that point.
Yeah, really?
Okay, so ASU, raise your season tickets. Keep raising your season tickets.
No, because then you'd bitch and moan.
Look at me, I'm getting all flustered.
Yeah.
Robert says ASU needs to fire useless professors. He goes, I hear there's one in the law department. Yeah, he's making $900 and something thousand.
Is he off the payroll yet?
I don't think so. I haven't heard. Wouldn't that be a story? Maybe they were told not to.
Or they just wanted to go away quietly?
Yeah, maybe they were like, hey, ASU.
Because Dillingham's going in. This will be his 4th year.
5th year, isn't it? He had the bad year. The surprise year for the playoff road. Yeah, your 4th year. Yeah, you're right.
I think it's 4th year. Yeah. So that would mean that. How long a contract did that guy have? I forget his name already. The AD.
We all forgotten him. Ray Anderson.
Ray Anderson.
I still have nightmares about him.
I mean, he couldn't have a longer contract than 4 more years after he got fired, did he?
They probably, you know what? He probably did such a great job. They probably renewed him, gave him a pay raise.
Oh, Steve, your university.
As of late 2025 and early 2026, Ray Anderson is still employed by Arizona State University as a professor of practice and senior advisor at the Sandra Day O'Connor College of Law.
Really?
So before you sue me, Ray Anderson, because he's that type of person, folks. AI is what's telling me that. I read that from AI. So don't get all mad at me.
How did he have a lifetime contract?
Probably. Like I said, they probably gave him a pay raise and probably works 2 days a week.
Well, that is one thing about those professors. Woo. They got a nice schedule, Stephen. They got a McCollum schedule.
They literally wake up and go, I don't feel like teaching today. I'll have my grad student do it today, and we'll be good with it from there. Oh, Big Ten. All right. I'm tired of rich people begging for money because they don't have any.
Diamondbacks win tonight, Steve?
They don't play, so hopefully they don't have a loss on their record.
And then they go against Pittsburgh starting tomorrow.
And Pittsburgh's not your parents' Pittsburgh, folks.
Well, our parents' Pittsburgh, Pittsburghs were good.
Oh, even me when I was a kid, Barry Bonds and Bobby Bonilla, they were good when I was a kid.
Yeah.
See, I don't know how to phrase it. They're not I'll put it this way. They're not your Pittsburgh Pirates. How about that, young kids?
Yeah, they used to be We Are Family.
Cover for me here, Dale.
They are in last place in the Central Division of the National League.
Yep.
And they're 19-16.
Yep.
19-16. Yeah. They've won 3 in a row.
Yep. And they have 2 young studs on that team.
Oh, Skeens. Come on.
No, him, and then there's oh my gosh, I just forgot his name. They just called him up, and he's lighting it on fire too. So the Diamondbacks sucked over weekend. They were swept by the Cubs. They sucked overall in this road trip, just absolutely horrific from that side. As of Saturday, now it's changed here, but the Giants had lost 5 after Saturday's games. Dodgers had lost 4. Padres had lost 4. Diamondbacks had lost 3 at that time, and Rockies had lost 3. First time in Major League Baseball history, every team in a division was on a 3+ game losing streak at the end of a given day. Now, it's changed a little bit because the Dodgers and the Padres both won yesterday. So, we're back to normal, I guess we should say. The bigger thing I want to talk about around the Diamondbacks here. So, it's not like, my point is you're not out of it with this losing streak the Diamondbacks are on.
No.
Because everybody's struggling in the division as well, right, going forward. Merrill Kelly's first 4 starts of this season. 9.95 ERA, 19 inning pitch, 29 hits, 21 earned runs, 6 home runs, 15 walks, 14 strikeouts, and a 2.31 whip. Did you that first 4 starts of the season, 19 inning pitch?
Yeah. That in itself is not good.
For the guy that's supposed to be your workhorse guy. Even if he gave up a lot of earned runs, he'd make it to the 5th, 6th inning, work his way out of stuff, and he's not doing that year. You want to get even uglier here? The Diamondbacks were outscored 44-18 in Milwaukee and Chicago. They have what, a minus 35 run differential now? They were positive before. But 44-18 outscored in this game. I don't care who you are. You want to be a playoff team and you're getting blown out 44-18 in 2 series? That means not only are your pitching struggling, your bats have gone ice cold.
Well, you also got to consider the competition. I think it's going to level off a little bit, but here we say that about Pittsburgh.
And by the way, look at the White Sox. The White Sox aren't terrible this year. And the Diamondbacks lost that series as well. Do you still have the standings up there? If not, I got them.
If you got them.
Your Chicago White Sox are 3rd in their division right now, 16-18 on the season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like they went to like the worst team in baseball with the White Sox. The White Sox are faring mediocre this year so far, right? Right, but kind of like what the Diamondbacks are doing, but with less talent.
How about that? You look at the American League West. Athletics lead with an 18-16 record.
That's shocking.
And 18-16 would be in last place in the Central.
Yes. Oh, that Central's going to be a heck of a division this year, man. It's going to battle it out till the end coming up here. Yeah, the Athletics are beating the Rangers and the Mariners and the Astros right now. Who had that on their bingo card? Up there in Sacramento, of all places.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be great?
So there's multiple things to talk about here around the Diamondbacks and everything. First of all, I want to give a ton of credit to Vargas. Ended up being the National League Player of the Month, they announced this morning for him as well. His hit streak did end at 27 over the weekend.
Drip.
Kind of sad to see that end.
Yeah.
He got started, though, yesterday again.
He restarted it?
Yeah, it's at 1 now again. Yeah, the record was, 30? Once you get, and the thing I liked about him was, I think they said it on the radio broadcast Saturday, it might have been Friday's game, was that a lot of times when you get into that upper 20s, you start pressing.
Oh.
Because you're expected to hit it, and he wasn't pressing at all. He was just still doing his job and all that stuff, and it was like you didn't see him pushing it all to get to that point. I like that a lot about him. That just tells you where his mindset is and stuff like this. But we talked about this before. Starting pitching has become a huge concern. They've fallen apart in the last week and a half, which right now the bullpen's able, for the most part, to keep them in these games when they can, if it's not a big blowout already. But this is going to eventually take down the bullpen as more guys have to pitch. Your arms are going to get more tired and things to that effect. So you're about to see a culmination here of pitching disaster hitting the Diamondbacks. But like I said earlier in the show, this is what concerns me, Dale. It's not one or two guys that's struggling on the pitching side. All 5 starters are getting lit up. They're not throwing the ball. They're throwing bullpen baseballs across the plate that are getting launched to the moon. I'm pretty sure I was in my backyard this weekend, minding my own business, and I think one of those Milwaukee home runs landed in my pool.
You got Rodriguez going tonight. He'll right the ship. Tomorrow night, he'll right the ship. We'll be good to go.
He struggled in his last outing. He was able to get far, but, wasn't placing the ball right. It's just, where's the coach? Where's the pitching staff on this? When the guys, this is a Torrey team where everybody melts down at once. We were talking about going into this series where they were outscored 44-18 in Milwaukee and Chicago. And I said, where are the big hitters? They've cooled off. The young guys, right? Vargas, Fernandez, they were getting some hits and things to that effect. I said going into that Friday game, I'm excited to see what these young guys can do, right? Get them up from the minor leagues, get them into these games, get some rest to these veterans, etc. It didn't work out. They didn't hit as well as you'd like them to be and stuff to that effect. But when the young guys aren't hitting now, and the veterans haven't picked up and hit yet, you have no chance in these games at all to win them. And that's what is alarming to me.
You got some other issues. You got Ketel Marte still batting under 215. You got Corbin Carroll. He hasn't hit the ball recently.
And then yesterday gets thrown out on the base pass on a stupid, just mental brain fart type of a thing. Like it was just wasn't paying attention type of a thing, right? Then the Perdomo Marte thing, was that yesterday or was that Saturday? But in the field, they weren't able to turn the double play because they took their focus on it. The other thing I've noticed with this team is Torrey's showing some anger last few games. Either in the game, like when he went out to the mound after the mismatch there by Perdomo and Marte, you could tell he was visibly angry. We've never seen Torrey like this. He's never been vocally, especially this early in the season.
Right.
Does that worry you at all?
No. I think you're through over 162 games, you're going to go through ups and downs. You're going to go through anger, just like life.
Yeah, but my question is more so on this. He doesn't show this type of anger. He's not Coach Guy. He doesn't show this type of anger this early in the season publicly. Could it lead to guys tuning him out if he's never done it before and now he's like, well, I got to get angry about this?
Well, there's 2 ways a player goes. If a coach is quiet, and then has a couple outbursts, a lot of times that they will react positively to that. But
okay.
You could also go, well, why is Coach being mean to us?
Yeah, he's He's never said that to me before. I've been doing this. Marte's like, I've had the wind at my back for the last 7 seasons.
Oh,
Don't miss some
brother.
time. Why is he yelling at me now about it? In all seriousness, I know I have to get my cheap shots in. I know. Sorry, Marte. Love you, buddy. One of the best second basemen in baseball. But no, that's my worry here is, I would say it's a worry, but it's something to pay attention to. Torey Lovello could lose this locker room if it goes the wrong way. I know what he's trying to do, but if you're not that way and all of a sudden you start acting that way, grown adults are going to look at you and go, whatever, man. Just like grown adults that make a lot of money do.
So you can't wait for that to happen. You can't wait for our
No.
Savior.
I'm not saying that. I don't want it to happen, but I'm just saying something to pay attention to. I'm just throwing it out there, something to pay attention to. When you start to have an attitude on stuff. Here's the other side of it. Mike Hazen, he wants to keep his job. He might have to make a move if things don't change. Something to watch here. It's something to watch as this team starts to flunk here. The other thing to watch here, really quick, folks, as we wrap up this show, Dale. Aramis Garcia was a DFA'd. Well, he cleared waivers, so he's been sent down to Reno now. Jesus Valdez has been removed from the 40-man roster and sent outright to Amarillo. They were already a couple guys short on the, or they were a couple guys short on the 40. They filled them as well. The 40-man roster right now is at 38. The 40-man roster is at 38. You have 2 spots for payroll people. Here's the question I pose to you out there, Dale. Something to watch your fans. Why are you getting rid of guys on the staff? Who are you preparing to come up? Or, more importantly, who are you preparing to come off the injured list? Burns, Puck, Lawler, Haven Smith, Walston, Salfrank, Mania, and Justin Martinez, according to the D-back staff and info, are the players on the 60-day IL. You are creating roster spots here. Why? Is it for somebody coming off of IL, or is it, hey, this kid needs to come up, like our buddy down there who plays a lot of center field in Reno, the young stud? We'll call him Rothschild. We'll call him for the rest of his life.
I'm more worried about the top 10 guys than the bottom 2.
Well, I'm just saying, is it possible we're getting somebody off the IL soon? Or 2 guys to help out this team?
Not even thought about that.
I know, that's why you watch this show right here, folks. I put these in your mind here. It could just be nothing. They could just called up, Jimmy Chimeras from Reno here later on today to fill those spots. But they're clearing some guys out here is all the perspective is if you pay attention to those moves out there. Dale, what do you got going on today? Anything fun?
A little golf tournament, raise money for veterans,
That's
the
right.
Wounded Warriors Foundation.
Well, appreciate you not asking me for a donation.
Yeah, I wouldn't think of it. I mean, I'm dressed nice, so you've already said you don't give money to nicely dressed
The
people.
best part about today for you is when they hit a golf ball, if they aim it at your body, it's going to go right through you. You're not going to get hit today.
You know what? I'm not going to test that theory.
Well, I can tell you right now, I'm looking at you. Folks, look at Dale, man. You see through right now. Appreciate everybody joining us here. Of course, don't forget, TME Media AZ on YouTube. Hit it up as well. Robert says, Murillo aside, overall staff velocity is mediocre. Carroll concerns me more than Marte. Cattell leads the league in outs on exit velocity over 105 miles per hour. I agree with you on that 100%, Robert. It's the velocity and the placement of the pitchers that's scary. When they get hit hard, they're throwing BP balls over the plate. That's just not good. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Main events. Have a good one.